Hello. Hi, Libby and Travis. I had a moment of like, oh, Diane. Hi, so good to see you. Welcome, Amy and Julia and Maricel. I mean, Maricel, you look like you just kind of rose up from the ocean. And Sophie, good to have you. Mm. And Jenny, welcome, Jenny. She always looks like that. Yeah, but I think it's extra special today. Welcome, Anne. Hmm. And welcome, Gailey. I know we've had this conversation before, and I probably just butchered your name. Apologies. Oh, you have a friend. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. So, I mean, I'm just so happy that it happened to be so that I get to be here with you on right here on the threshold of the Aries new moon, solar eclipse, uh, mm, power season. Um, and I just gonna say that I am gonna invite you to stand up soon, just so you kind of can prepare for that. I know it's evening and you kind of maybe you're getting all comfortable, but just so you know. And I just want to say to those of you that I haven't met before, my name is Linda. And, and as Colette shared in the email, we met some years ago when I was assisting at an embodied flow training. I'm a mother, keeper of a garden, somatic practitioner, witch, very informal tantrika, meaning I love the teachings. Whenever I open a book, I'm like, oh, yes, yes. But most of the time, like my practice is just in my very normal, boring day-to-day life, um, more than informal practice. Mm. Just so you kind of know who's here. Um, yeah. Are we ready? Are we ready for this movement into something? Yeah. Can I get like I see Colette is like, she's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Travis is ready. Yeah. Joe is ready. Mm. Okay. So let's come to standing. Let's come to standing. I'm gonna stand up with you. So I'm gonna move my whole my whole setting over here. Mm. Yeah, maybe there are some movements that wants to happen. Maybe you want to kind of stretch out the day. If it's evening where you are, it's evening where you are. Mm. Oh, wherever you kind of find yourself in this space, and know that at any point, I'm giving suggestions and guidance that you can come along with, or if there's like something else that opens up for you, something else that happens, then you can just flow in your own river. But wherever you find yourself in your space, take a moment to pause. And when I mean say pause, I don't mean that you have to be completely static, but that you kind of begin to bring everything closer in. Bring everything closer in. Bring everything closer so that you begin to gather yourself. Begin to gather yourself. And take a moment to soften your ears and begin to listen. Listen to the sounds that are moving as vibrations through the space that you are in. To listen to the sounds that are moving as vibrations in the space that you're in. And you don't have to go and look for any sounds. You simply receive them. You receive the vibrations as they slip in through the ear canal. And become aware of the soundscape of this moment. And slightly relax your jaw so that you let body breathe. Let body breathe. And as vibrations of sound slip in through the ear canals, begin to shift your awareness, attention to where the air passes through your nostrils. And take a moment to sniff. To receive any smells that are present in the air that slips in through your nostrils. And as the air continues to slip in and travel back out, let your tongue move inside the mouth cave. To pick up any flavors that are maybe lingering from dinner, or any tea, coffee, or wine, or cocktails, or I don't know what you've been drinking today, but anything that is still kind of lingering, so that you taste what is present in this moment. And if your eyes are closed, to slowly open your eyes. And begin to look around at the space that you're in. So take your time to receive vibration of light translated into colors and shapes. Shadows. And you look in all directions, to your right and left and above and below and behind. And as you look, also begin to sense into the space that you're in. Begin to sense into the space that you're in. And as you listen and smell and taste and see and sense, I want you to begin to notice if there is a particular place in this space that you want to move in the direction of. So don't go there yet, but kind of just begin to turn and sense and look if there is a particular direction or place in the space that you get curious about, or that feels like juicy to turn towards. So you choose one direction. There might be multiple places. You might want to just move around the whole space, but I'm going to now ask you to choose one direction. So to take decisive action and take one step in that direction, one step, and notice how it feels to take that first step. One step. And then you take another step. And then you take another step. And then maybe you go fast or you go slow. So if you notice there's a speeding up, you follow that. Or if there's a slowing down, you follow that. So you move in that direction. And maybe you've arrived there. Maybe you're not there yet. That's okay. And wherever you find yourself in this moment, again, pause. Even if you're not there yet, begin to gather yourself. Begin to gather yourself. And I'm going to invite you to do that through touch. So begin to touch your head. So you're going to get to touch all the way from the top of your head down. And you can move quite quickly so that you're covering, you're moving your hands and you're squeezing, you can stroke, you can tap, you can tickle your face, your head, your neck, down your shoulders. Take one arm, one hand at a time, so that you simply cover your whole physical form with touch. Where you can reach on your back, your chest, your belly, down your pelvis, hips, buttocks, your big, strong thighs, the big muscles and the long bones. All the way down, lower legs to your feet. All the way down to your feet. all the way down. And if you haven't reached your feet yet, you will catch up. If you reached your feet, begin to bring awareness all the way down to the soles of your feet. The soles of your feet, touching into the support underneath you. And to kind of amplify the relationship, or to sensitize the soles of your feet, I'm going to invite you to stroke first your left foot on the floor. So to almost like you're touching, or not almost like, you're touching the floor, the surface underneath you with the soles of your feet, feeling the texture and the temperature. And to then shift into your opposite foot. And you stroke your foot against the surface to sense into the temperature, the texture, the density. Wiggle your toes. You can even squeeze with your toes, almost like you're gently grabbing or trying to hold on to the floor, to then release. Then release. And softly close your eyes or soften your gaze and sense into the relationship between the soles of your feet and the support underneath. And begin to pour weightiness into your right foot. So you're beginning to lean so that you're pouring all the weight into your right foot, beginning to pour the weightiness of the fluid inner landscape through the right side of your body all the way down to the sole of your foot, and beyond the sole of the foot all the way down through the floor into earth. And then begin to shift so that you're pouring the weight from the right side over to the left. Let body breathe, relax your jaw. And begin to sense into the fluid inner landscape where every particle and atom and molecule of cell membrane, molecule of cellular fluid and extracellular fluid is magnetized together by the Shakti of Lalita to create this form out of the formless. And you can shift from side to side, front to back, and sense into the fluid inner landscape that's inherently connected to all the other forms that has emerged from the very erotic vibratory field of Lalita and Shiva's lovemaking. completely infused with Shri. Maybe you can even begin to sense into the vibration of that magnetism. The vibration in between the molecules. And very slowly begin to open your eyes if your eyes are closed. What is it like to see from this place? What is it like if you begin to look around? What is it like to see from this place? And where do you want to go? If your body is a molecule infused with Shri that is magnetized towards another molecule, where do you want to go? Do you want to walk around? Do you want to sit? Do you want to move? Stand? Do you want to lay down? Where do you want to go? And wherever you find yourself, eyes open or eyes closed, begin to invite Shri to rise up from the inner landscape. The vibration that takes the form of the word Shri. It might be that it's simply a silent vibration, or it might be that it slips out through your mouth as air passes through the vocal cords. Shri. And as you call on her, she starts to rise up. To appear in front of you. Maybe as an image that you are familiar with. Maybe as a color. A shape, a symbol, or simply this sensation of a presence in the space with you. She's there with you. And rosy or hibiscus red energy is oozing from her body. She's glowing. The air permeated by her Shakti. dream. Dream. And sense into the vibration of her as she comes to you in this moment. And to know that even though she appears in front of you, her energy, her power, her Shakti is embracing your entire body. And come and bring your hands, one hand or both hands, to your lower belly. Begin to pour awareness down into the pelvic bowl. And begin to breathe her energy, her Shakti in through your genitals, your sexual organs. Begin to breathe her energy in through your pelvis. And as her Shakti slides in, a rosy red fire of vitality and desire is ignited in your pelvis. A flame contained by the primordial sea, the inner ocean. And as you continue to breathe her in, breathe her in, the flame grows bigger. Rising up from the pelvic floor up through the pelvic bowl. Where it slides in through the bony parts of tailbone and sacrum and slips in to your spine. And with breath, the flame grows higher, reaching up through the central channel, spiraling around the spine, up through the belly, through the solar plexus, as it's reaching up towards the heart, Continue to breathe her in. And the flame softens the hard shell around all the stories that you have outgrown. And as the shells melt, the energy inside is released and become fuel for the fire, for the flame. And as the flame reaches your heart, begin to breathe her Shakti, that rosy red or hibiscus red energy. Begin to breathe it in through your heart. Continue to feed the flame. Continue to feed the flame. With your breath, take her in. And as you breathe her Shakti in through your heart, the flame continues to rise up through your chest, through your neck and throat. Softening the shell around any stories that you have outgrown, to release the energy to fuel the flame. And the flame continues to grow, so breathe her in. It grows up from your throat, through the back of your mouth, into the skull, where it kind of slips and slides through all the folds of brain. And as the flame begins to tickle the center of your skull, you breathe Lalita's Shakti in through your third eye. And you breathe her in, take her in. And with every breath, the flame grows stronger. And it releases all that energy that has been locked up in all the things that you have outgrown. And as you breathe her in through your third eye, the flame begins to lick the inside of your skull, the inside of the top of your skull, softening and moistening the area around the top of your head. And you continue to breathe her in as the flame slips through the cracks. And the tip of it is reaching out to meet and to melt back into the air infused with Lalita Shakti. And you stay with and you breathe and you soften to receive her until every molecule, atom, particle of your being is vibrating of that rosy hibiscus red Shakti of Lalita. What is it like to be infused in her, with her, by her? How does she move through you and as you with her whole being? She is beckoning you to see, to know what you deep down desire in this moment. What you have always desired. And she is reaching to you and through you in this auspicious time of stepping in, of choosing, taking decisive action. And I know that you know exactly where you want to go, which seeds you want to water, and what you need to do. So reach one hand in that direction. Reach one hand in that direction and touch it with your fingertips. Touch it and notice how it's also reaching for you. And as you reach for it, is it something that you can pull, magnetize closer to you, or do you have to stand up and move in that direction? Or is it that you meet halfway? Ah. What is Lalita showing you? What is Lalita showing you? What is Lalita in this season? In this wild season of growth and expansion, what is she showing you that you already know? What is she reminding you of? What seeds do you want to water and infuse with this Lalita Aries season fire contained inside the primordial sea? You can stay in a movement, reaching, sensing, pulling closer, exploration in this realm in between, or you can begin to bring with you what you've gathered to your journal or to a piece of paper to paint or draw on. What is Lalita showing you? What seeds do you want to water and infuse with this energy? And what words are rising up from that place? And what words are you pouring into your desire? What words are you pouring into your desire? Yes, I want this. And what is the desire that you want to act on now? What is the desire you want to act on now? So we happen to stand like right at the threshold of a portal that is such a powerful time to make a decision and act on it. What is the desire you want to act on now? And what is the concrete first step? What is that first step? What is the one first step? And I want you to know that to act could mean to go and build a nest and stay there for the rest of the year. But to act could also be to step out from the nest and into the world. What is that first step? And all the questions, the prompts, the inquiries that I've offered, I've put them in the chat in case you are kind of moving towards journaling and you feel like you want to, I said something and you really want to have that prompt, they're there. But you can also just take them with you for later, or you can draw, you can sense, or you can simply be in the experience of this moment. Do you know in this moment that you didn't know an hour ago? You can take a moment to again listen to the vibrations, the sound vibrations that travel through the air and slips in through your ear canals. And smell and taste this moment. Mm. And sense into the support underneath you as you again look around at the space that you're in. Mm. So what are you ready to step into? Now is a really good time to make a decision. And what is that first concrete, tiny step? We have a few minutes. If you're deep in something and you just want to stay there, you stay there. If you want to amplify what Lolita has shown you can share in the chat or unmute yourself and share with your voice if you're ready. Even if it's just one word. And no, we, the rest of us don't have to know what it means, but you know what it means. And that's the important thing. Baptism, Maricel, baptism. Mm. Libby, the cave of my heart is also out there as well as in here. I want to live from there. Diane, beauty and observe swans. Joe, trust. Jenny, big woman. Mm. And if you've only written, then even to yourself, just put the words out. Let them come out into the space as vibrations. Luxuriate in this love, Colette. Might steal that one. To say it out loud and then to say it again and say it louder. And then just say it with your whole, like with your whole body. What is the bodily expression of baptism? Of the cave of my heart is also out there as well as in here. I want to live from there. And beauty and observe swans and trust and big woman and luxuriate in this love. Mm. Sophie, to the soft bed, my body I dispose. Jenny, womb pulsation, womb mind power. Mm. Okay, my loves, thank you for being here and for sharing this uh, delicious Lalita infused new moon solar eclipse threshold. Shreem. Yeah. And also like a little nudge in case anyone is like right on the threshold to step into this program that I've heard of called How to Not Be a Humble Healer. It's a very auspicious time to make a decision, to step in fully if that's the direction you already know you want to walk in. Like Colette and Pete, they have some like juicy bonuses coming out all the time. On top of that, I'm offering one-to-one private sessions and some other bonuses if you join through me. Um, yeah, if you're curious about that, just reach out to me and it's yours. Okay. Sweet dreams, delicious weekend. May all the things just, thank you so much. Bye bye.